Hey everyone, hey Dr. Arisama. I'm Manish. I'm from the group D3 Get Degrees. So I belong to the group with Scott, Allison, Caleb, and me. We generated this visualization for the 311 calls in Cincinnati as part of our Group 2 project. So this tools, the application has a lot of tools that you can utilize for visualizing different kind of graphs. So if you see here, we have a map system that allows you to visualize map data. We have all the B goals that includes calls for the users, call categories, and we have a separate button that goes into a different widget for a call update time. We also have done some of the A goals, which include the number of calls visualization for each month as well. So the map allows you to have two functions. One is navigate mode and one is brush mode that allows you to navigate between this brush when under the situation. So when you go on a satellite or intense road, that allows you to see a different form of the graph as well. So let me state you something from the satellite. So let me go to that intense road. So yeah, the brush tool mode allows you to have a rectangular brush that allows you to filter different kinds of system. So this brush filtered all the data types within this location, and then if you go under this information tab, it allows you to show the description, what happened with each of those map signals as well. And that is available for most of the graphs. Each of those small yellow widgets has information on it to see what would happen in that system. So you can also clear the brush, and then you will be able to see visualization for all of the data types. And if you go on to navigate mode again, now we can navigate the graph. So uh, one sec. Yeah, so now we have options for the timeline. So the timeline consists of three features. We will be able to show data based on months, data based on weeks, data based on days. So this bid date start allows you to start calculation from the second of the month. So if you wanted to see data from 2nd of January to 2nd of February, and if you wanted to start the weeks based on 4th of the week, that would include a Thursday from one Thursday to the next Thursday. So now if I go and the map timeline also allows you to brush data. So that will be helpful if let's say you wanted to analyze why this month in February was below. So if you generate this, the data gets filtered based on the uh, first and the last date that you have inputted. Now if you wanted to go back, you can directly reset filters. So if you can do the same thing for show days as well, and then you can select data type for this stage, you will be able to see those visualization. So if I wanted to see the brush and the timeline interact together, we also have done that. So let me show you the bigger scale here. So let me use a brush mode and then brush data. Now the brush is cleared, I think. Yeah, okay. And then let's say if you just brush data from this area, this so only shows data from this timeline. So as you can see, the timeline moved and the number of calls were reduced significantly. That is due to the interaction of brushing tool and the timeline together. So you have the ability to interact with the tool and the brush system. So that is really interactive and visualized. So here we also have tooltips for all of the data types. For number of calls, we have seen number of calls for different days of the week, and then we have a call category list that analyze different categories. It is like a vertical timeline that allows number of calls based on different call categories as well. And now we have option of call update time. So if you click on this button, you get a donut type system that allows you to see how many number of data types, where how much the time variation was between call request and call updates. So you can have different cutoff months and then see how many number of data types came within that cutoff range versus the other cutoff range as well. So if I go back, yeah. And then we, for the A-level visualization, we decided to do a stacked vertical chart over a twisted diagram, which would have been a lot more complicated as well. So here that allows you to see data between open, closed, and new. So as you can see, there are a lot of new cases that came up in the month of May, June, and July, but a lot significant less number of new calls in the month of February. So we can analyze different variations of non-emergency calls through this graph as well. So that's why we selected this for our A-level graph. And most of the data are interactive with each other as well. So thank you for letting me go through the visualization with you.